Hi, Cha. Let's try a Japanese home this time. See what this looks like. Oh, now it's frozen. Who turned the copyrighted music on? Hi, Vash. This is definitely a Japanese home. Everything is miniature. Hello? Tongus Megalungus. There's just framed VTubers on the wall. Where am I? I'm in danger. Alright, let me finish putting my things on. Alright, that should be better. 1, 2, 3 on. I did it again. All right. Hey. It's the toaster again. The toaster is back. Let me turn that on so you can actually see. I'm wearing my new Apple VR headset. Wow. Hi. Wow. Hi, Green. Cheaper than a fursuit. You're right, it is cheaper than a fursuit. That's unfortunate. Hi, Nightfire. We get Taco. I don't know if he's online. Did I really get one? No. Unless. Just kidding.
Did y'all really get one?
Hi, Rhaegar. Hi, Sawyer. Cheaper than a fursuit.
Waste of money, I am sure.
Oh, yeah? Coming from the one who is literally an entire body of an Apple headset? I mean, I can't say anything either. Pick up the Protogen. Okay. They're commanding me to pick up the Protogen. Okay, now what? We shall now gently set it back down. The camera makes you look way smaller than you actually are. Yeet him? No! That's what everybody wants to do. They want me to just throw you. Throw you where? You'll just bounce around like a bouncy ball. Yeah, like that. Dinger's online. Uh-oh. Dinger's being sus. Wow. Thanks, Taco. So anyway, how is everyone doing? Can't believe there's just VTuber art all over the walls. Could be worse. Could be furry art. You got to be very gay last weekend. Stop that, Green. That's not legal in several US states. There's a child toaster sneaking up on you. I don't think those are legal either. Toasters aren't safe for children. Too bad. Wow. Alright, let's get our thing open and see what our Curious Cat questions for this week are. How are you doing, Coffee? How is your week going so far? My eyes look different. They reflect the world, so it depends on the world I'm in that makes them color or reflect differently. What am I doing for Pride Month?
Unwell, but hanging in there.
Understandable. Why are you hanging in there? Did you forget to unplug your charger? I feel like I'm gonna knock you over by accident. Very shiny. You accidentally subscribed to HelloFresh. How do you accidentally subscribe to HelloFresh? Was it good? Did you get good recipes? I did Blue Apron during COVID originally because my friend had free passes, and so it gave me one so I could get like 2 free meals out of it. You canceled, but they sent the food anyways. Let's go. Let's go. You made almond chicken? That sounds kind of good. There he is. There's Taco. Trying to hide behind me. Baked garlic and zucchini. Oh, you know what? I just realized I need to change my sound so that people can actually hear me. Or hear everyone else. Let me... Whoops. Settings. That's not what I wanted. VR boost. Properties. Should be that one. Okay. Taco, say something real fast.
I see you brought the cat here this time.
Alright. Volume is good. Oh, the cat? Yeah.
Yes, up, kitty.
Oh, I think he's AFK.
You've lost 35. Canceled less than 10 minutes after ordering, and you still paid $35. Rip. Cook fresh like me. Baked garlic and zucchini. That sounds pretty good, actually. I'm thinking about pasta again because our roommates made a bunch of pasta and it was really good, and we all just kind of hung out and had salad and pasta and homemade bread and all this stuff. It was pretty good. Hi, Axel. Got some gremlins hanging out behind me.
I'm a good boy. I don't know what you're
Look at how giant he is. This house is actually made exact size for Coffee there, but for us it's kind of small. Or we're kind of big. I don't know. Pet the Protogen. You just got pasta? Pasta's good.
Coffee is like 6'2", so you can only imagine how tall we are, chat.
Oopsies. Pet the Taco. Dang, I could hear that drinking through the microphone.
Ah! I didn't realize I was slurping so loud. This water is just so good.
Free pets. This is why we need the pet redeem on stream. Wonder if I could... Yeah, that's fine. How come it's not like VR chat? Why can't your ears stretch longer when I pull on them? Literally the worst game in the history of games. Boop Taco.
You are across the room. I will come over there and fight you.
Oh, physical booping. Okay. I'll have to unhook my headset so I can reach that far. You have some news? You finally got the Fennec you told you about? You got it made. Use a freebie. Oh, like you made art of the Fennec. That's cool. Now you got more characters to hide in your basement.
Where all Fennecs go, the basement.
Yeah.
Splat, you're up. Get in.
We have a kennel with your name on it. So what else is going on with all of you? For me, I'm going to be taking a master plumber's licensing test on Thursday to get a temporary plumbing license to work on my own plumbing, since you're apparently not allowed to do that, even though... Never mind, I'm not going to say anything exonerating. Even though you're not supposed to work on plumbing yourself. Therefore, I've definitely not worked on any plumbing without a permit from the city to do that. So... I'm getting certified so I can work on plumbing stuff and have an official, like, plumbing installation and, you know, all the stuff you're supposed to do properly
You
with.
You know, who cares about those certifications? There's one certification I want to know have.
It's the most important one. Are you
Forklift certified.
That is a good question.
Jay?
I wish I had a forklift. Plumbing is decent cash? Yeah, it is. Come fix your pipes. Once I'm certified, actually I would need to be licensed in Arizona to do that. Unless. One of the ones made by Nefertiti. Nefertiti. No. Okay. Yes. That's cool. You love basements. They're comfy.
I mean, basements are comfy, if not a little warm.
Rhaegar got a promotion. That's exciting. That's pretty cool. You were cringe and embarrassing. You want to forget everything. Rhaegar goes on a date for the first time. Just kidding. Unless...
Rhaegar, you're going on a date without me? How could you, dog?
Hi, evil. You want to learn how to weld? Welding's cool. I want to buy my own welder. No, I don't want to buy my own welder because then I'll start building stuff. That's always bad.
Yeah, you need less access to things that are both creative and expensive.
Yeah.
Because that seems to be an awful combination to have around you.
You're doing your first 10K? That's a lot of money. You should give it to me instead. Do I have a 3D printer? Yes, I do. I was actually just using it yesterday to make new eye sockets for my fursuit head because a local maker is going to be helping me make some new fursuit eyes. That way my eyes aren't easily water damaged anymore, and then I can dunk my head in a bucket and clean all the stuff off, and it'll be really nice. You're sorry. You didn't come to visit in time. RIP.
Yeah, I will say Jay isn't telling the whole truth about the 3D printer. Of course he's using it to work on his fursuit. What he hasn't told you, though, is he's using it. So he has the 3D models of the Bad Dragon toys, right? And he's been making like salt and pepper shakers and stuff like that in the shapes of the Bad Dragon products.
So now there's just a bunch of dicks around the kitchen.
Well, this is awkward. Now I have to use my mouth to pour the salt.
Exactly. I mean, in the end, it is salty.
Let's check Curious Cat and see what we got on our weekly questions. Anonymous, 7 hours ago. What do you cuddle with in bed aside from taco?
Unreal.
So, I have a blahage, as one might expect from a furry. I also have one of those giant leggy Maine Wolf plushies from Creep Cat. He's very cool.
I've been trying to cuddle that maned wolf, but every time I like try to sneak an arm around him, there's just like a knife against my throat, and it's like a do not. And I was like, damn.
Every time he touches the Maine Wolf, it's like...
Bro won't let me near the maned wolf with a seam ripper. It's so sad. JJ's favorite bad dragon. I believe it's the one from Shrek.
Salt shaker dildos? Yeah. My favorite one, the Shrek dildo, extra large.
For real. It smells like onions whenever you pull the Shrek skin back.
Furries would snap that up. Wow. We can start the first furry streamer house? I guess so. We're already halfway there.
Onion, schmeat, and balls that smell like a swamp.
Rabid trash pandas. That sounds, exciting.
Oh, I was wondering where the cat went. He went in the kitchen.
Oh, he's AFK. Rip. You had to charge again.
Low battery moment.
Went to a store and it had some bad dragons. Yeah, they just sell them in stores now. Isn't that weird?
That's so base.
10 years ago, you'd be like hiding them to your house, and now it's like, let me just put this outline of one on my car. You have to hunt me at Enthicon? Why?
Oh, Rhaegar says Shrek is love.
Do you remember that whole copy boss at JJ?
Shrek is love. Shrek is
Shrek
life.
is life. The line that always sticks out to me from that one years later is, he penetrates my asshole. That's the most deadpan line of intercourse I've ever heard.
Yeah, they just got that from 50 Shades of Grey.
I've actually never read that. How is that? I've never read it or seen it because I know they made a movie off it too.
I never read it.
Did you see the
Bad
movie?
because it doesn't make the animals aggressive. It also makes them afraid of water. Huh. Interesting. That's weird. For boyfriend, of course. You were the gay village? You were in the gay village. Oh. He fills my butt with his love.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He leans into his ear and says, "This is my swamp now." Okay, it's starting to come back to me.
So let's see. Next on Curious Cat. Do you want to make any major life changes in the next 5 years? I'm not sure. Maybe. I might apply to a new job again just because I hate being stagnant somewhere.
Getting tired of selling crack? Trying to sell something else now?
Yeah. We need to be Walter White.
Jay's tired of selling crack. He wants to sell feet pics now. He's creating a foot finder profile.
Who looked at my butt and said, "That's my swamp"?
I mean, there's a reason it's green, dog.
Your dad calls me a F slur. Hi, Nanaki. I suck dicks. Okay. That's unfortunate. I am the danger. Yeah. Literally me. That is the literally me moment. Let's see. What are you doing in my swamp? Wiki feet? No! No! No!
Oh yeah, I forgot you have a wiki feet profile.
No! No! No!
Time to count the wrinkles on them grippers.
That explains everything. Tell us how you got such nice arms, Anonymous, 4 hours ago.
It's because he beats me on a daily basis. It's basically his workout.
Yeah, essentially. When Taco makes me a quesadilla and he doesn't put enough Cajun seasoning in it. So I have to teach him exactly how much Cajun seasoning I need on my quesadilla.
I'm sorry, Master.
You know what I mean. Don't do it again.
Chat, he makes me put Cajun seasoning on his Cordelius. How could you? We all know that the Mexican seasoning goes on the Cordelius, not the Cajun.
I like messing with people's taste buds. That way there's always a surprise inside of your food. And not
So do
the
I.
furry kind.
Oh my gosh.
So do I. That's why I put peanut butter on my quesadillas.
I mean, peanut butter on quesadilla does taste good.
But
50% mix of peanut butter and sour cream to get you your peanut butter cream sauce for your quesadilla.
Oh my god. But no, I was happy I went with that garlic aioli I did on the quesadilla a while back. I need to do that again.
Yeah, that was really good.
He's still dead.
Rip. We got him wet. Now he's frozen. But yeah, my nice arms. You may notice I'm kind of like Glenn Quagmire, where one arm is really huge and the other arm isn't. And that's because yeah.
yo,
PB&J in a quesadilla. You know, that would be kind of cool. Reminds you of a certain meme world in VRC. One of the things in the world is the outhouse from Shrek. The Shrek theme. The door swings open, sending you across the map. Wow. Oh, coffee crashed. Nope, coffee's back. Coffee was dead. That was just coffee's frozen husk. Because of
Unreal.
fat. And next question is by Rhaegar. What do you like to do when you are alone? Something that gives you peace.
Oh, I know that answer right away.
I was going to
It's
say,
this.
it relates to the last question. No. I like to talk to people on Discord. Something I like to do when I'm alone. I like to doom scroll Twitter. That doesn't give me peace, though. That does the opposite of that.
You like the
doom scroll for Affinity.
Yes. I also doom scroll for Affinity.
you have your
Modeling that you do.
Yeah, I like
I don't know
modeling.
if that brings you peace.
That also does not give me peace. That gives me the opposite. It makes me rage because it's not cooperating. But I actually found out how to do that mouth viseme that I couldn't figure out a few weeks ago.
What
Although
about working on your car?
that sometimes brings me peace if it cooperates. If it doesn't cooperate, then it does the opposite. You can't imagine doom scrolling Twitter. Why not? Everybody's doing it now.
Reddit, on the other hand, okay, nice to know that you have a beard only on your neck, Kale, and nowhere else. We don't like Reddit users, dog.
What about driving through the city? Yes, if gas wasn't so expensive, I would drive through the city more. However, driving through St. Louis does not give me peace. Driving through St. Louis is like driving the Fury Road on your way to Gastown.
Oh, Jay.
You got it
could
lasered
really-
off? Dang.
You could really hate driving through St. Louis one of these upcoming weekends because, I mean, there's so much going on this month. I think Zero's having his going away party. St. Louis and St. Charles on respective weekends are having their Pride event. So on and so forth. There's a lot of opportunities to be around St. Louis drivers because I know you love being around them post
Drive.
2011.
Come east. Doom scroll Twitter daily. You're just not doom scrolling properly if you're not doom scrolling.
I will say, whether or not I'm sleeping well or I'm having a restless night, I always find myself awake for a few minutes around like 4 a.m. And immediately what I'll do is I'll grab my phone, open Twitter, scroll it for a minute, scroll Telegram for a minute, and just knock right back to sleep. It just programmed in me to check Twitter. I guess I need to make myself angry before I go back to sleep, you know?
You got to ratio someone.
Real.
GTA St. Louis. Yeah, that's literally what it is. Even today, I had somebody pass me on the shoulder and then cut in front of me at a red light. So, in my normal St. Louis driver mentality, I
Killed them.
yes. That was on my way home earlier when I was driving.
Gosh. No, officer, I can be trusted with a firearm. Did you know that the first step of firearm safety is not cutting me off in traffic?
I actually was trolling somebody today. Speaking of St. Louis drivers, imagine you're at a red light, or it's not a red light. It's one of those like yield things, and so I'm like waiting for my turn to go, and there's just like a stream of cars coming on the main road that doesn't have a yield, and so I'm just sitting there, and then there's like this tiny gap in traffic, and the car behind me honks at me because they're like, "Why didn't you go?" in this tiny gap of traffic that I most likely could not have gone through in my car. So I'm like, okay. So then I just sat there for like 3 more passes of open times when I could have pulled out, and they got so mad.
Good. Joker moment in St. Louis.
Yeah, and it was 1 lane, so they couldn't like go around me either. But like, okay, well, why don't you wait patiently like a normal person? I need to do that more often. People like honk at me at a green light, so I just sit there longer. Gonna go to St. Louis Pride. I might. It was kind of fun last year, so I wouldn't mind going again.
Oh, did you go to St. Louis Pride last year?
You?
Yeah, we went to the. I mean, not that one. We went to the gay
we
district
went to,
gay pride.
Yeah, we went to Tower Grove Pride. Tower Grove Pride, but they're having a actual like I guess St. Louis Pride as well this month.
I don't know if I
I don't
want
know
to go
much
that.
about that though. You want to be around the average St. Louis citizen,
No. Need to fill your
And then-
tires with premium air.
and then St. Charles is also having one.
St. Louis has a gay district. Yes, they do. It's the uppity gay district because all the houses are like $600,000.
It's literally like the best way I can describe it is like a mini San Francisco, but with less homeless people and less interesting things to look at.
Get a truck just to install train horns and just let them rip whenever necessary.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Didn't we meet Chi at Pride last year, or at least in person?
Yes, they were there. It's okay. Last question on Curious Cat, also from Rhaegar, is: have you ever worn another person's fursuit? I have. I think once. I wore Splat's fursuit back in 2014. Back when Splat was a little short person.
How many heads have you?
How many heads have I worn? I don't really count that because you can just put them on to try them. And so that's not really like wearing the suit. Whereas when you put the full suit on, because I was in the full suit and we were like outside walking around getting photos and stuff.
Ah, I gotcha.
That was also only the one time that another person wore my suit ever in the history of existing. When I first did at Pride, we did first did at Pride last year. We just did partials because it's like warm. So I don't want to get all sweaty and everything, but yeah.
I think I've only worn someone's fursuit head around like an event a single time, and that was wearing Glitch's fursuit head at MFF 2022. I think it was. We got separated during like the dinosaur thing, if you remember that, the dinosaur flash mob. And I had his fursuit head with me, and he'd give me permission to just wear the suit head whenever during that con before that. I was like, okay, screw it. I'll just wear it until I find him again. So I put it on, and I had him meet me like an hour later.
Are you and JJ the same height? Sora, we're almost the same height. Blue Apron versus HelloFresh from AB Snap. So the interesting thing, I have not tried a HelloFresh recipe. Some of their recipes look okay. From what I've seen from some of my friends, so I don't have a lot of experience with HelloFresh. I've never used them, but some of my friends have gotten HelloFresh and they've had like, I guess, poorer quality. Like some of the stuff was expired or like the fruit wasn't as fresh as it should be or something. I got the free examples from Blue Apron, and they were all super high quality. I got a decent amount of food with it. The recipes were really awesome. You get to like select them the week beforehand when they ship them out, so it was pretty good. So I think the HelloFresh is like the cheaper version of Blue Apron, I think. I don't know, because Blue Apron is pretty pricey, but it's pretty good and convenient. You just get the box and then you like make the recipes and all of that, and it's pretty good. So I liked Blue Apron. It's pretty nice. They're definitely not sponsoring me. Do not like and subscribe. Do not click this link to get 5% off. No, like whatever. Yeah.
Wait, JJ. Is Splat taller than me?
I don't know. Is she? Have you met her, or
I've
like
never,
hung out with her?
I've the only time I've ever seen Splat in person ever was like once when she was walking around with the Omnium at MFF like 20, like 18 or 18 or some shit like.
Oh, yeah. So a long time ago.
Yeah, I've never like actually interacted with Splat IRL.
Well, if Splat was real, she is pretty tall.
Wait, Splat is 5'9". Okay, so Splat will just be kind of like looking each other in the eye then. I'm like 5'8", 5'9" myself.
You can square up with each other. Let's go!
Square up with each other. I'm picking her up and throwing her at you so she can pin you down. I'm gonna use her like a little Fennec launcher.
Get it off me!
I'm gonna be a little springboard for her to launch herself and just whack you with her ear.
You've never worn a suit? It is very exciting, Rhaegar. You should definitely try it out if somebody lets you. Explain in metric. Coupons into the mail, which is why you tried to order. Oh yeah, they give you the free coupon, which is actually you pay for like a subscription and then they give you a free one.
Yeah. Also,
I'm gonna wear my latex suit again. Yes, I am when I'm in Canada. So, are you gonna be there? He. You cling well.
But yeah, Splat, you're based if you're 5'9". You know why? It's the only height worth being under 6 foot. Because 5'9" in inches is 69.
Wow.
When you coming back to Canada, he's not. He's currently preparing the nuke to take it out.
Didn't I answer this last week? The U.S. is annexing Canada. Prepare yourselves.
Oh, he died again.
He's gone. Actually, no. That means he's here, but he's in a different world when he's got his little ghost outline. So you can kind of see the ghost outline. Let me...
Hey, when are you bringing the Canadians here?
When am I bringing the Canadians here? They're going to be at Anthrocon. We're going to see him there. The one that left me at the restaurant at 11 at night in a foreign city. He's going to be at Anthrocon.
Based?
Can we do it the other way
taco
around?
shop at the same time.
What is that? What do you mean do it the other way around? You come to the U.S.? Or Canada annexes the U.S.?
Australia annexes the USA and Canada. Look, all I'm saying is just because occasionally I call it Meccas, I'm not actually gonna let Australians tell me what to do. I'm not living under a society that not only is still a commonwealth of the Queen, or I guess the King now because the Queen's dead, but also lost a war to birds. And also a place that calls it tomato sauce instead of ketchup. Look, I hate ketchup as much as the next person, but it's called ketchup, not called tomato sauce.
Imagine if they came to the U.S. and they ordered pasta and they're like, can I get some tomato sauce? And then they bring out tomato sauce.
And they're pissed. Like, this isn't Heinz.
Canada can bring it. Hi, Bryant. We got the Queen on our money. That's very cool, Kale. Very, very cool and unfortunate. You know what we have? We have dead people on our money. Oh, wait.
What?
The Queen is dead. What if we create an empire? They call ketchup by its right name. Tomato sauce is for pizza. Tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. Especially now they let a man be the Queen of England. That's pretty progressive, actually. Previously it was only the Queen of England.
Does that mean he's wearing drag?
That's kind of cool. You're sad that wide body kits don't exist for the GTR? They exist in real life. That means they will be coming. I should come to Montreal? Why? Why?
How do you pronounce that?
Montreal?
Thank you. I love pissing off Canadians.
What, they get mad when you say that?
I mean, as far as I know, that's not the actual pronunciation.
That is the actual pronunciation. See? Didn't put an accent sign.
Montreal.
It was in the 80s. Charles was seen wearing Princess Diana's dresses. Oh.
Apparently another one is Toronto versus Toronto. Because, like, foreigners call it Toronto, but, like, Canadians are like, no, it's Toronto.
Toronto.
Toronto and Montreal.
Toronto.
Toronto and Montreal.
Oh, I guess see. There, see? Montreal. He lives in Montreal.
Based.
Quebec?
Quebecois?
No, it's Quebec, actually. Like barbecue? Quebec.
Quebec.
Worse France. You mean normal France?
It's
Never mind, I
France
guess it
with
is worse
snow.
France. I met somebody from Quebec. He was green. His name was Dragoon. He comes in here occasionally.
Honestly, I'd take Quebec over actual France. Because, like, at least Quebec has, like, France just has boring food.
But what about the wine?
I drink sweet wines. I won't find a single bottle of sweet in the entire country of France. They're too busy, like, making every single wine there try to taste like the middle ground between dirt and spring rain.
Yummy. My favorite. Quebec also has a lot of anti-vaxxers. Well, yeah.
It's the Florida of Canada.
Even the French don't like the Quebecois. The Quebecois. Cleaner than France? Yeah, I'm sure. I've never been to France, but someday I'll go to Europe. Someday.
Do you know that France, if I remember correctly, has the highest tourist percentage in the world?
Really?
Yeah, it is like, as far as I know, I think it was in a 2010 or 2013 study that there are more tourists that visit France in a year than the actual population of France itself.
Powerful. Let's do the England FurCon. Let's go! French food rules. You ate it at the Hotel Idingo? You went to the Hotel Idingo, New Orleans.
That's Cajun food. That ain't French. That's French food that got turned right.
Cajun.
Cajun. We should make jambalaya.
Alright, so we don't have any more Curious Cat questions, so let me know what other comments you have in the chat so we can discuss whatever we have going on.
You know what's wild?
Everything is butter.
It's
What?
wild how much of a stranglehold like French culture has on like the Louisiana Purchase area, considering that like the French only owned it for 3 years, and the entire history of owning that before natives was Spain. Like Spain had that shit for like 10 or 20 or something years, and then France had it for 3, and then Napoleon sold it off, and I was like, okay, this is a French American area. It's like, okay. I think it's because, if I remember right, Napoleon just like imported a shit ton of immigrants into the area and then immediately sold it off.
Yeah. Why am I gay to 11? No.
A little flick of the wrist.
Louisiana scares me. Canadians are afraid of the South. They can't handle the spicy food when they put
Real.
bell peppers on their nachos.
A Canadian quakes in fear when you whip out the bottle of paprika.
You can't understand the swamp people? Yeah. That's fine.
Swamp people are base. I love them.
Alright, so let's see. We got about 20 minutes left, so just hanging out. New Orleans needs a FurCon. Didn't they have a FurCon? I thought they had something. I want to go to that New Orleans mall that has the Lint truffle store because I want to get the chocolates. I want to eat all the truffles. Give me. You live in a swamp? Neil lives in a swamp. He's literally Shrek. It's the Uniflorida.
Of course, Neo lives in a swamp. It just means he puts his face in some unwashed balls.
Wet, sweaty, hot FurCon. I mean, Florida already has one. Anthrocon is in the middle of July. And it is pretty humid there, so.
Hey, Big Green Dirk. I mean, you don't need to be a swamp person to hit that banjo. You should learn how to play banjo. I play banjo. Banjo is fun. Jay, you should let me teach you how to play banjo.
But what if it
You
turns me
ready
racist?
Turns you racist. You can get worse.
So much cold beer you won't notice? What does that mean? Speaking of Anthrocon, did you find a job yet? We gotta get you an Anthrocon.
I hate the job market.
We live in a society.
Yeah. This a society that sucks.
Jobs be like, you need reliable transportation. The job pays you like $4 an hour. Second floor bars where people will just pour beer off the balcony into your mouth. Yo, that's kind of cool.
I'd be like, hi, job. I live a 10-minute walk from you. And then job be like, do you have reliable transportation? And I'd be like, I live a 10-minute walk from you. And then job be like, we have gone with someone else. I'm like, okay, thank you, job.
Just don't tell them that. Leave that part out. When they say reliable transportation, say yes, because your shoes will never break down.
True.
Anthro, you can sleep in the bathtub for free.
That's a wub.
Be careful. Don't make any promises you don't want to, whatever, you don't want to cash in.
I mean, I have slept in a bathroom before, not at a con, in my old apartment. I used to just like leave the shower running and go to sleep in there.
Yeah, because you do have a ride to Anthrocon, technically, don't you?
Maybe?
Yeah, I think Chi and Soon have space.
I have like two different options depending on who has space. If either of them have space. Which I guess they won't know until closer. Whatever.
You need to go pick up some more people. Drive 2011.
Can you believe you want me to go up to Pennsylvania just to leave me there a la you in Canada?
Yes.
Uh, 11 p.m. poutine restaurant moment.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait. No, I don't want to get left at the restaurant again. Turn on the wee woo. That would be hilarious if you pulled up to our house with the siren and everything going, and then you just are like, okay, Fen, get in the car.
No, I've been a good boy to you.
And then he puts you in the trunk. And then he takes you to the Mississippi River. You want to ask why they left me? Because they forgot me. That's why they left me. Wait a minute.
Mississippi. We live on the Mississippi River. It's gross. Don't go to the Mississippi River.
It's very smelly. Like me.
The Ohio River, though, is based. I mean, it's gross because it's a river, but it's based. That's something people don't tell you. If you don't live by a river, all rivers suck. They're just terrible. Go to a creek or like a stream or something. That's where it's based.
Deported to Sweden. When was the first time I met Splat? The first time I met Splat was 2014 They were just some entity online that made an offer on the Splat fursuit that was being sold by previous Splat, who was one of my friends. And we were like, who is this person? Oh, it's just some person that we kind of know from Facebook, and they made an offer and they want to buy, they want to be Splat Fennec. And it's like, all right, and then old Splat was like, but they're really tall. And I'm like, how tall? And they're like, they're a foot taller than me. And I'm like, oh no, how's the suit going to fit them? And then Splat sent us the picture of her wearing the suit, and it was like so short.
Unreal.
Until I became unreliable, yeah. No, I wasn't unreliable. I was I broke the Jeep. I wasn't allowed to touch it anymore because I broke it. Which version? Version 1? Super Splat. Yeah, Super Splat.
By broke, do you mean the crunch inside of it?
The what?
The crunch on the passenger door? Or am I thinking of it?
No, it was their Jeep, not mine. I changed the intake, the injectors, the injector seals, the throttle body, and all this other stuff. And just because it was 20 years old, one of the wires frayed on the injector, so it like grounded itself, and the injector shorted out, and so they blamed me for that.
Unreal.
Because it was 20 years old, the plastic cover on the wires was like all dry, so it like cracked and fell off.
Yummy.
Super Splat. How dare you? You totally banged Splat, but also not Splat. Bryant! You had to update Twitch? You had to update Twitch? They suck because of people.
Bryant behavior 5 minutes. Difficult.
But yeah, so they left me at the restaurant because it was one of those times where like one set of cars was parked in front of the restaurant and the other set of cars was parked in back of the restaurant, and they both thought that that somebody else was taking me. So I was just like waiting for somebody to pick me up at the front, but they thought that I was with the other car, so they all just left, and then I was just standing out there at 11 and I'm like, where's everyone? I chew on the wire. Yummy. Yeah, so I'm just standing out of this restaurant in a different city, in a different country, at 11 at night. It's dark. There's only like 2 street lights.
A country with fake plastic money, but
yeah. It starts raining. My friends are driving by, and they're like, hey, that looks like JJ outside the restaurant. And then the other guy turns to the one driving, and he's like, no, it isn't. Drive.
unreal.
Don't worry, Splat. You're sure someone will say we're sleeping together? They have proof so they can be relevant. Wow. Furry moment. Furry moment. Hyde Clausen. If that is your real name. Chawson. Really interesting if you think about it.
I gotta be dead ass about Clausen's name. Every time I see it, like, right there, I think of Clawhauser instead of Clausen. I'm like, oh, the cheetah guy's in that, even though I actually don't know what Clausen's on it. I just like to think of that cheetah guy from Utopia.
Not naming any noms. Evil.
Clausen, what is your Sona?
His Sona is a Florida man. Screenshots of Casky talking to someone they never met.
Ooh, Jay. You know what we should do? You know how we were talking about Tower Grove Pride?
Yeah.
In September? We should bring this up for that and leave them there like the restaurant.
Yes. There's going to be so many nuts at that Pride Festival. He's just going to run off and we're never going to see him again.
Yeah, so many big nuts everywhere.
We're going to come back. He's going to be like
Crazy.
That squirrel that's like round and can't move anymore.
I think Disc would actually like drop dead and die if we took him to Folsom.
Any plans for this weekend? Hopefully not, Maybe we're going to do some car work. Maybe I'll do a car stream. I'll help my roommate working on his Honda CRV finally, since we have all the parts for it.
Oh, base?
We'll see. Get the CRV going. It'll be nice and good. Get the air conditioning fixed. Maybe. You'd love to come back?
Yeah, as far as I know, we still have his note from last year or something where it was like, this was here or something.
Oh yeah, the little sticker that I put on the table.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom. Oh my god, the pickle commercials. I haven't heard those in a long time. They stopped playing them on the radio. Now we just have the annoying crab commercial.
Wait, do we still have... We have any car! We have any car!
I haven't heard that one in a long time either. But now it's like, poke poke, don't be such a crab, mister.
Did you know you can hear a good pickle crunch
Born
from
too
10
late
feet
to
away?
explore the world. Born too soon to explore the final frontier. Born just in time to hear that pickle commercial on your local network station before it went off the air.
But yeah, and then this morning they were talking about how they wanted to buy a Taco John's and move it here to St. Louis.
Please.
They were doing a discussion about like Taco Bell versus Taco John's, and they were like, yeah, and so we called up like some retired Taco John's manager or franchise manager or something, and they were like, what if we bought a building and we made one here? And apparently he was like interested in doing that and like getting one here in St. Louis, and they might make like a sponsored like radio like lounge Taco John's thing. And so they were talking about that, and I was like, wow.
Taco John's is so good.
Imagine having that.
It is so much better than Taco Bell. Okay, look, let me put it this way, chat. Taco Bell is not bad. Taco Bell is not bad. Splat Taco John's is actually a chain out of Wyoming. It is a national chain, but as far as I know, they only have like 300 or 400 stores across the country. So they're located around the U.S., but they're very limited in chain level. But oh my god, is it good. Splat, the best part of Taco John's, right?
They are very good.
Is they have this side there called potato olays. And what they are is if you've ever had the hash browns at McDonald's, they're like circle and round. Or like, I'm sure you've had like the hash browns like Hardee's or Carl's Jr. and all that. And they're like the little ring-shaped hash browns. It's like that, but they put like this like Tex-Mex seasoning mix on there. And they serve it with your like choice of like nacho cheese or ranch. It's so good.
Yeah, they are good. They are really good. I remember us stopping there on the way back from MFF, I think, right? Or
What
stopping. We were coming back from somewhere, and we stopped at.
Oh, we were on our way to MFF 2022, and it was in the same town that Malmo was in. So we stopped there to get a snack before we got on the highway up to the con. Or we went in and sat and ate.
When am I gonna fix the Game-Mobile? August, when they finally get me in. I still gotta get those parts so they can help. Let's see, Florida Man.
On the way back is when we ate in half and half. That Middle Eastern place.
Yes. Yeah, that was good. Oh man. This is Mexican food. It is Mexican food. Come south. You know every good Mexican place in Tucson? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good restaurants down there. But then you have to go to Tucson.
I mean, Rhaegar, to be fair, people don't say Taco Bell is Mexican food. They say it's Tex-Mex, which is like its own like thing. It's kind of like how people call like Louisiana food Cajun.
A road trip for parts? That would be fun. Trying to go to PA? Yeah, PA would be nice. You'd have fun there. There's a good group of people. I know people in the DC area.
You know people? Okay, they're popular.
Yeah, I know people. And depending on what I say to them will make or break you in this new community, so better watch your back.
Don't mess with a man who has a 5-figure Twitter phone. Lord knows what happened when his Twitter Blue expires.
People here say it's Mexican food. What's Tex-Mex? I never really experienced Tex-Mex until I went to Oklahoma, where I actually had Tex-Mex since it's on that little border area. And I was like, whoa, I have connections in the government. Yeah, and so does he. We both have connections in the government. So you better watch yourself, or we might send you a new driver's license with a picture of of your IP address.
Oh, wait, hold on. Rhaegar lives like in Europe or some shit, right? Like he moved Mexico to Europe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rhaegar, I don't know how it's handled internationally, but as far as I've experienced in the United States, at least when I talk to people, it's kind of like generally understood that Taco Bell's Tex-Mex. And if I even remember, they have Tex-Mex like written like on the, or at least they used to with their old logos, because I forgot that like every fast food restaurant has gone from like very flashy to like that corporate minimalism they've been doing with a lot of places, and they've gotten rid of like a lot of the slogan, a lot of the crazy like decorative aspects. I just remember that like it used to have a slogan like the greatest Tex-Mex on earth or something like.
I love Taco Bell. I want Taco Bell right now.
Is
Right
Taco's
now.
built-
I could mess up a quesadilla. But, it's Taco Bell plus Texas. What even is Texas food? As far as I know, Splat Tex-Mex is just like what like white Texans have taken from Mexican culture and mixed with like American food culture, and that's basically what Tex-Mex evolved out of.
Made carnitas and it was all burned. Mmm, yummy. I love crispy. The American take on Mexican food. It's like watching that one TikTok lady that makes all the food on her bare countertop with her hands, without gloves. It's like that.
I mean, Rhaegar, you're also saying this in the place that has like no concept that like American food is like an actual thing that exists. Obviously, it's not as refined as something like French cuisine or some shit like that. But I mean, there are cultural foods in the United States, and I don't think a lot of. Okay, it's maybe wrong to word it that way. I don't think it's as widely understood as it actually is, or at least compared to other food culture. So I would not be like surprised at all at like Spaniards or British people or whatever like looking at Taco Bell and be like, oh yeah, this is Mexican.
Bussing to get Taco Bell. He's bussing. Bussing for Taco Bell. He's gonna be bussing later, if you know what I mean.
Right, I may make birria now for dinner. Oh, birria's so good.
Ooh. Feeling tacos for some reason.
Wait,
Okay,
have you
come here.
published your... Huh?
Have I what? No, I haven't, because it's not done.
What were you about to do to me? Feeling tacos for some reason.
Yeah.
Hi.
You don't have
He
grab
does this
enabled,
to
so I
me.
can't grab you and throw you.
He does this to me at like 3 a.m. every night. I'm just trying to sleep, and then like I just feel like a hand grip me. I was like, "Oh, snuggle time!" And then he just puts his hands around my throat and bah! Anyway, yeah, he like grabs me by my throat and beats the shit out of me.
I have to take my anger out on someone when my artist doesn't finish the commission. Bring training to pick up aliens. You're bored? Go punch Taco.
I'll fuck your main wolf plush.
You're too late.
Ah.
Come here, let me virtually fight you. You're so jealous you need someone to throttle me.
Most stable furry relationship.
0300. Okay, goodbye, Axel. Thanks for hanging out. I think we're almost finished here, too. We got, oh yeah, 6:58. We got like 2 minutes, then we'll take a break. And then if you want to get some food ready or whatever, we can get that movie started afterwards.
Oh yeah. I got to find out what streaming service that was on again. You said Netflix
Yeah, we gotta,
or something.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. We're watching the first animated Spider-Man so that we can see the new one tomorrow.
Yeah. I might actually take a shower first because I feel a little gross right now, but then I'll be good after.
Okay.
I mean, if you want the swamp, I can just like sit there with my balls out at during the.
You getting up
I'm
to go use the bathroom and there's like a crater on the sofa that's all just completely wet.
It's like where Buck licked himself on the couch, just where my balls were. You know, I could just leave them unwashed and invite you up here. I'm sure you could find it by scent.
The first superhero movie you liked? That's cool. The one with Nicolas Cage. Yes.
Oh yeah, but Kale, I think we're planning to see the second one soon, and that's why we're watching the first one, because in the past like 15 years, I've only seen a single Spider-Man movie, and it was that one they released the other year with Doctor Strange in it or something. So I've not seen any like the Sony animated Spider-Man things.
Did I ever meet Nicolas Cage? Unfortunately, no. Someday I will.
I did. He's sitting next to me.
Yeah. The other Nicolas Cage. Who is also me. Haha, that's why I've never met him, because I can't meet myself. Hi, Blazer. Why are my feet paws so soft? Sorry. I don't think there's any grabbable things in this world, but I have a script on my avatar so I can grab stuff with my feet paws for reasons. Yeah. I haven't seen the Sony ones. The Sunny? No.
Sam Raimi, he means.
Sam Raimi, Hemi.
Yeah, that's why I said in like the past 15 years, because I mean, 15 years ago was what, 2008, roughly? At least two of the Spider-Man movies were out by that time. Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 were definitely out by that time. I don't know if Spider-Man 3 was out, but I've seen like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. So I've not seen the ones that came out in the 2010s. So they were called, what, The Amazing Spider-Man or something like that? They had, God, what was his name? He was, the boyfriend of Sarah Lynn in BoJack Horseman for like a one-off thing. I forgot his name though.
I do not have prehensile toes, unfortunately. Why do you ask? Never mind. Don't answer that.
Yeah. So, Kale, Spider-Man 3 in theaters was the last time I saw a Spider-Man movie. Besides like the one that I was dragged to last year. But that's also because I don't watch superhero movies. I don't watch Marvel. I don't watch DC. I just don't watch superhero stuff. I haven't seen most of the Avengers movies. I've only seen the first Guardians of the Galaxy, so on and so forth, right? But Andrew Garfield, yeah, that's him. Yeah, so I haven't seen an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I've only seen one of the Marvel Spider-Mans, and I've seen none of the Sony Spider-Mans. Step the taco. Oh, do not. I'm not a paw man. Hey, I'm a virgin.
Let me pet your head. I'm gonna fall over.
That's enough, chat. You gotta pay for more.
All right, so we are at our 7 o'clock mark, so I'm gonna go make some food, and then we can get our movie started. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm glad you enjoyed our stream talking. See, there's the reflective colorfulness you were looking for, Splat. All right, Cross-Eyed Pyro is online, so I will send you all over to bother him. Let me get this typed in so I can. Let's see, /raid. I gotta type it in here.
Might make you want to giggle gleefully, and when your mouth's open, a stray acorn could fall in there.
Let's see if that worked. This channel is intended for mature audiences. Oh no, he's flying a plane. He's gonna explode. It's a
9/11.
737 Max. No.
I'm gay.
Spider-Man.
Oh my God, Spider-Man hit the Pentagon.
All right, well, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'll see you all next time. So maybe Friday for the game stream at 10 p.m. if I don't like do any 3D modeling or anything earlier. So I'll see you all later. Goodbye.